So in order to get ready for our math test tomorrow on adding, subtracting, and multiplying decimals, we need to focus today on word problems. Specifically, what words are key to understanding whether we're adding, subtracting, or multiplying? What key words can we find that tell us what operation to do, right? So let's look at a couple of these examples. Boston received 8.33 inches of rain in August. In September, it rained another 4.65 inches. What was the total amount of rainfall during the 2 months? So let's see. So first, Boston got 8.33 inches of rain. And then in September, it rained another 4.65 inches. What was the total amount of rainfall during the 2 months? So I think this is an addition problem, right? Because it rained 8.33 inches in August, and then it rained another 4.65 inches, and they want to know the total. So this is addition, right? We're adding one and the other, and we'll get our answer. So let's see. Notice how I added up, I lined up my decimal points, I lined up my hundredths, my tenths, my ones. So let's see. 5 plus 3 is 8. 6 plus 3 is 9. Bring down that decimal point, and then 8 plus 4 is 12. So altogether, it rained 12.98 inches. All right. Let's try another one. Okay, here's another problem or question. The cost of admission to the matinee show, so a matinee is a movie that you see during the day, right? The cost of admission to the matinee showing at a movie theater is $6.75. If 7 friends want to see the matinee showing of their favorite movie, how much will it cost? So what are we doing here? Well, let's see. We want to know how much it'll cost, right? And we know that one movie ticket, right, the cost of admission is $6.75. If 7 friends want to see it, how much will it cost? So really what we're doing is each friend's going to pay $6.75, right? So we're going to do $6.75 7 times. So I think in this case we are multiplying, right? Because we got $6.75 and 7 friends want to see it. How much will it cost, right? What's the total? Okay, so in this case, we're not just adding $6.75 plus 7 friends. That wouldn't make sense. We're going to do $6.75 times the 7 friends because each friend will have to pay $6.75. So remember, when we multiply, we're going to ignore this decimal point. So what's 7 times 5? 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 7 is 49. Plus 3 is 52. So 52. And then 7 times 6 is 42 plus 5. 42, 43, 44, 45, 46 is 47. All right. Now, where does my decimal point go? Well, there's 2 numbers behind the decimal point, so I move my decimal point over 2 places. And that makes sense, right? If it's $6.75 for 1 ticket, well, what's the cost of 7 tickets? $47.25. Okay, let's check out another one. All right, here we go. Billy ran 100 yards in 12.8 seconds. So I think that's probably important, 12.8 seconds. Javon ran the same distance in 13.2 seconds. How much less was Billy's time than Javon's? How much less? So now, I didn't really circle the 100 because that number doesn't factor into what I'm multiplying or adding or subtracting, right? That's just the race they ran. So they ran 100 yards. It's the times I'm thinking about, right? 12.8 seconds for Billy, 13 seconds for Javon. How much less? Well, how much less? I mean, that's screaming subtraction, right? Because I want to know the difference between these two. All right. Now, how do I set this up? Now, when I subtract, I've got to put the bigger number on top, right? So we got 13.2 seconds, and we're going to subtract. Whoops. We're going to, let me just fix that. Okay. So 12.8 minus 13.2. Now, because I'm subtracting, right, I've got to line up those decimal points. And I've got, oh, I messed up, didn't I? I put the smaller number on the bottom. It should look like this, 13.2 minus 12.8. Sorry, I got messed up there for a second. So get rid of this one. All right. So let's subtract. 2 minus 8. I can't do it. I can't take 8 away from 2, so I've got to borrow from here. Oh, come on. This is getting messed up. 2. All right. And this becomes, come on. Sorry, guys, I'm having technical difficulties. This is 12. 12 minus 8 is 4. 2 minus, come on. Bring down the decimal point. 2 minus 2 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. So the answer is 0.4. Come on. All right. So 0.4 seconds is the difference, right? So Billy's time was 0.4 seconds less than Javon's. Let's try another one. Hopefully I won't get as messed up this time. Okay, last one. Katie ran 10 miles during the week. David ran 9/10 of that distance. How far did David run? All right, so let's see. We got Katie who ran 10 miles, and David ran 9/10 of that distance. Remember, when we multiply by a decimal, we're really taking part of something. So that word of tells us that we're going to multiply, right? So Katie ran 10 miles, and David ran 9/10 of that amount. What's 9/10 of 10? All right, so let's do it. 9 times 0 is 0. 9 times 1 is 9. Where does my decimal point go? I got to move it over one place. All right, so that means David ran 9 miles and Katie ran 10 miles. And 9 is 9/10 of 10. Okay, so go ahead and try to answer the problem of the day, and I will see you during the Teacher Center.